Hey everyone, I'm here to catch you up on Strive's story. I thought I'd just give some cliff notes in case you were like, I don't know what's going on and I don't want to go watch a billion hours of stuff. So, yeah, here we go. I just want to make it quick. So, in the year 2000, you had Y2K, okay? And a lot of people were scared. And there were computers, and there's someone in the computers, and people were like, oh my God, um, let's not use computers because there's someone in it. And so they basically banned technology. But India was like, no, um, we like technology. So then they floated into the air, and then they were called, um, they basically floated into the air. And uh, Seoul Soul was a scientist at the time, okay, and he had two friends, and they were good friends. One was a better friend, um, and they made Soul into a gear. And what's a gear? Well, a gear is like a robot, but a natural robot. So it's like a robot that they can make. Um, and so Soul is a gear, and then no one knows, and then but it's two friends, and then his good friend, um, gets turned into Justice, who's a robot gear who can control other robot gears, and then Soul's guilty. He's guilty about it, and that makes him the guilty gear. Okay. So after that, there was the Crusades, and then a bunch of people were dying because they were fighting all the gears. Um, and Soul stops the war because he punches, and he punches the gears really hard. And after he gets recruited, um, by he gets recruited, and then he solves the war, but it's because of Eno. Eno is a time traveler, and she made sure that Soul can punch in basically solving the war. Um, and then at that time, Chip was a drug addict, and and his master gets assassinated, and it was Zato. Zato's was the Assassin's Guild, which we're gonna talk about in a second. But after that, Dizzy, who's a gear, appears, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, we want to kill her because she's gonna give us money," and it's because someone wanted her dead, and they were gonna give you money if you killed her. So everyone goes to kill Dizzy, and then Kai sees her, and he's like, because he's a part of the police, and he says, "Hello," and he marries Dizzy, um, and then they have a son. His name's They have an egg baby named Sin, and because he was an egg and he's a gear, Kai gets sad, and he says, "Soul, you're a gear. You're the guilty gear. You raised my son." And Soul's like, "Okay," and they fight the Valentines, who's from the backyard. And now the backyard is the magic place where Y2K, the person in Y2K, was from. So, and the Valentines are that person, okay, from Y2K. Elfel and Ramithal are Valentines, and then they try and resurrect Justice, who is Soul's good friend, and why he's guilty. And then Kai, he gets shot with a gun, and you're like, oh my God, Kai, he died. He gets shot, and but wait, hold on, he had sex with Dizzy, so he is now a gear, and he's guilty, because Sin is a gear. He's also the guilty gear. Okay. And um so they deal with that, and then Elfelt, who's technically a computer, gets hacked, and then the Pope, um she kills the Vatican, and everyone's like, oh my god, um you can't do that. And they go to stop the Pope, and then um Soul's friend, his good friend, their body is actually was in a it was like a cosplayer. And then they got Justice's soul, who was his friend's soul, and put it into the body of uh the original friend. The reason Soul's the guilty gear. um So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, I guess. And have a good day.